Dr. Alvin C. Miles is the lecturer of management at the Coles College of Business at Kennesaw State University. He's a business growth consultant and business management speaker. His unique background includes more than 3 decades of progressive advancement in the telecommunications industry and over 7 years in academia and consulting. He is the founder and host of the internet radio program Global Leader Radio. Alvin's educational credentials include a Bachelor of Science in Organizational Management with honors from Morris Brown College, Master of Business Administration with honors from the Coles College of Business at Kennesaw State University, and a doctorate from Kennesaw State University. Alvin's corporate background involves leadership responsibilities for large multi-generational teams with Bell South, AT&T, focused experience working with several network groups, and as operations director for Bell South's regional CLEC call center at Lindbergh Station. Alvin served as director of the executive MBA program at Kennesaw State University, and he taught introduction to teaming, introduction to team constitutions, building the high-performance team leadership, and business communications in mid-career professionals and executives in the program. He teaches managing organizations to undergraduate students. As a speaker and facilitator, Alvin interacts with audiences and delivers topics with his special brand of energy and humor. As a business growth consultant and business management speaker, he works closely with organizational leaders to enhance their programs of success and partners with them to either strategize and implement new outcomes or to optimize their existing resources to achieve greater levels of success. Alvin, we are so happy to have you here today. If you would come on up and share with us, we appreciate it very much.
Thank you. Well, good afternoon. So hopefully you're here for the same thing I'm here to talk about. Is that about right? Good stuff. So what we're here to talk about a little bit is bridging the generational gap and trying to understand whether or not your business will be affected in any way, because some of you may think, nah, probably not. Some of you are wondering, what generational gap? I didn't realize we had one. And some of you are saying, okay, so what about this stuff? But how many of you actually know how many generations are working in the workplace today? How many of you know? 4. Did you know that this is the first time in history that 4 generations have been in the workplace together? Now, of course, 4 generations are in the household together, and they're in society together, but never has there ever been a time where these 4 have actually existed together. So that creates problems on one hand, perhaps, or lots of opportunities on one hand, and on the other hand. So the question is, which one will it be in your perspective? Interestingly enough, when I was at Bell South AT&T, we used to always talk about the Twin Peaks. You've got folks with a lot of service on this end, and they're going to be retiring in the very near future, and you've got a lot of young people coming into the workplace, and in the middle, you've got a lot of opportunity, okay? You see the same thing here. The largest group in the workplace today is, guess which one? Who votes for the veterans? Hands? Wow, smart group. Who votes for the baby boomers? Okay. Who votes for the Generation Xers? And who votes for the millennials or the nexters? It is actually the baby boomers. I sent out a survey and asked that you give me an idea of the generations in your current workplace. So based on the people who responded, and we had a short time frame, so certainly it's not 850 or however many you have in the chamber that responded totally. But the vast majority really does tell us exactly what you came up with earlier, that the majority of people in the workplace today for the Paulding Chamber of Commerce is the baby boomers. Okay? Your workplaces, you're the ones that actually gave us this data. Followed next by Generation X and then the nexters. So if you add those 2 up, you've got about 52% or more than half of them are really, quote unquote, to the area where they're going to be taking over our baby boomers who are retiring fairly soon. If you want to be the one that people want to work for, then it's best that you understand what drives people, what motivates people, and that people are different, and that it's very tough to take these square pegs and push them into round holes. The world has shifted. Paulding County is shifting. But what work environment and benefits are important to the younger generations? Anybody care to take a stab at that one? Immediate feedback. Fun. Flexibility. Boom. Next. How do we get the Gen Ys, Millennials, Gen Zs, et cetera, involved in the business community? Got to give them ownership so that they can make a difference. How do the younger generations perceive leadership and career advancement? Younger generations perceive leadership and career advancement from leadership. They perceive as you need to show me that you're there and you're qualified to lead. Other than that, you need to step out of the way because I'm ready to move up now. And in some cases, they are perhaps prepared because they've done the right internships. In other cases, probably not, and they need your help. And the last piece is important. They need your help. Here are the trends facing employers today. Number one, a shortage of skilled workers. And number two, large numbers of baby boomers leaving the workforce at around the same time. What's the next question? Bingo. Using social networking sites for recruiting, employee branding, and other purposes. In other words, they're going to where the labor is. Next, updating the technology use policies for employees vis-a-vis what we can do online and what we can do offline. Next, expanding the use of e-learning. They want to learn on the fly. They want to learn when they're at the beach, clowning around. They want to learn when they're doing whatever they want to do. They want to do it offline as well as online. So those are the actions in response to those trends. When we asked about what technological advances, what technological changes you need to look at, you need to consider some of those. Overall, what I've done is I've taken 12 areas, and I'm just going to touch on them briefly because I know my time's growing short. But here's the areas where generations get stuck, okay? So communication, decision-making, dress codes, feedback, fun at work, knowledge transfer, loyalty, meetings, policies, respect, training, and work ethic. Consider looking at your policies and whether or not they can be changed. Just because you have them doesn't mean you need to have them. First is the multi-generational approach versus an intergenerational approach. So to increase retention, smart employers encourage millennials to try out different careers within the same company, or what we used to call back in the day, moving laterally. Number one, challenge them. Number two, bring them together. Ask them what they think. I promise you, you'll end up with a much better input than you would without them. Third, find them a mentor. Not saying give them a mentor, find them a mentor. Okay? And last but not least, you've got to give it to them in a timely fashion. You have to let them know what they're doing and how they're doing it, how they can improve. They demand that. So if that was your strategy, that would be a multi-generational approach. So let's take a look at the other one, the intergenerational approach. So you would perhaps start with a value in the middle, and then you look for the best across all your generations. Again, first thing is mentoring relationships aimed at developing a couple of things, the long term, the short term, and the ongoing. And if you figure those three things out, you're probably going to have an employee for a long, long time because they understand that you get it and you're really invested in them. Next, you have to use multiple ways of getting across to them. Third, generational characteristics, embracing differences, avoiding stereotypes, conflict resolution, and communication. Those are all things HR tends to want to talk about. And those are things we need to make sure we continue to calibrate everybody so that everybody understands what it takes to be good for everybody. Okay? You get the difference? Intergenerational versus multi-generational? It's vitally important that we get some of this information to you so you can be more aware of what needs to happen in your organizations and facilitate conversations such that you can be better tomorrow than you are today.
Today, we are here to celebrate 25 years of Leadership Paulding program. This program is committed to identifying, educating, and training a diverse mix of community leaders to meet today's challenges with tomorrow's solutions. At this time, I'd like to ask Debbie Curl to come forward, our Chamber Chairman Terry Hardy with Members First Credit Union, 2015 Co-Chair Philip Godfrey of Georgia Power to come forward, and our special guest, Congressman Tom Graves, to join us as we present, along with Shelba Bohannon, facilitator of the program, to present Class 25 to you all.
25 has proven to be just as strong as all of your classes before you. They are wonderful leaders in our community. They are so committed to making Paulding County a better place, and I'm so proud of y'all. So come on, Leadership 25. John Benefield with Croft and Associates. I was trying to give him time to get up here.
Am I your favorite?
Terry Collins with Kennesaw State University. Christina Cooper with Paulding County E911. Christina, are you here? No, is Christina not here? Okay, sorry, I thought she was. Angelia Ferries with Chattahoochee Technical College. No? Oh, wow. She's at class today? Okay. Stacy Garman with Anchor Heating and Air, and just newly a employee with the Douglas County Chamber of Commerce. Where are you? Oh. She's a chamber girl. Donnie Glass with All Print Marketing and Media Solutions. Jason James with the City of Hiram. Yay, Jason. Eric Johnson with Wellstar Paulding Hospital. Dalton Lamel with Georgia Highland College. Ann Lipman with the Paulding County Board of Commissioners. A fun girl if you don't know her. Jody Martin with the Paulding County Board of Commissioners and Paulding County Today. Woo-hoo! A super fun girl. Amy McCarthy with Hamilton Bank. Greg Perry with Greg Perry American Family Insurance. And what a hoot is he.
Hey, darling. Thank
Love you. Jennifer Walters with Members First Credit Union. And boy, do we miss her. James Wiggins with Greystone Power, a character. Suzanne Woolley with the Paulding County School District. And guess what, guys? She's having us a Leadership Paulding 25 baby girl. Yay! Those that were not able to attend due to business obligations, Steve Barnett with the Paulding County School District, Donnie Dodson with Propeller, Leslie Newland with Hawkins Agency, David Lyles with District Attorney Office, Josh Lawson with Jacobs. So that is the class of 25.